I didn't think that I would actually be broaching this topic in a video, and especially not today, but here I am, and here we go. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Cynical Apex here today with yet another video. And yes, I know I said that my next one would be the follow-up to the regulations debate that I did in my last video. However, I've actually found an interesting angle to tackle this whole JayStation and Alexia drama, more so the JayStation aspect of it. As you'll see in the title and in the thumbnail, I am actually going to be taking the aspect of JayStation being the YouTube version of a Charmeleon. Now, I should say I am strictly talking from a legal standpoint here. I think JayStation is morally repulsive. I think his fake pranks and his fake 3 a.m. videos with YouTube's and his exploitation of celebrity deaths as well as other situations is morally reprehensible. However, I will specify this. He, unfortunately, to this point, has not committed any crimes, which is what I wanted to discuss in this video, in how he is able to continuously elude both the ire of YouTube and any criminal consequences for his actions, which is why he still has the platform, despite many people believing that he should be deplatformed, that he should not have the privilege of posting to the YouTube broadcasting system any further. And from a strictly moral and ethical standpoint, I stand right with them in that. I do not think JayStation should have any room or any allowance to continue peddling his straight up bullshit on this platform. However, this is going to be more of an objective look. And as I said, from a purely legal standpoint, he has not done anything illicit. And yes, before we go on, I will say this. Yes, he did fake the death of his girlfriend, which is sickening and disgusting because she left him. But pseudocide, or faking a death, is actually not illicit. Rather, when you hear about people being taken to court after faking their death, it is always for an auxiliary crime, or there was another crime attached to it, which is usually fraud. And whilst JayStation did place ads on the deceptive practice of his girlfriend's death and claiming that she was dead when she wasn't, I cannot actually see a means to which a case of fraud would hold any real substantial water in a criminal court. And outside of termination from YouTube from community guidelines or the regulations standpoint, which he technically, as far as I have researched on it, he hasn't broken, a criminal conviction would be the only means or the only method that would get JayStation actually deplatformed and removed from the site for good, which is what people do want. In an ideal world, that is what YouTube would do. They would actually strictly enforce their rules as they have claimed they do many a times and remove JayStation from the platform. Terminate him. However, we know that's not going to happen as he is one of the biggest revenue streams. He gets the views. He's able to monetize his content, which allows advertising money to roll in and allows YouTube and by extension Google to continue milking him as a cash cow. Now, this isn't necessarily a good reason to keep him on, as there's plenty of other creators that could make up the lost revenue. However, YouTube and again by extension Google don't quite have the moral compass. They would rather deal with the objective side of things. And I can understand that. That's why this video is here, to talk about how JayStation is able to consistently toe sort of the legal line whilst far overstepping the moral line. And this might even go into a further discussion, or maybe I'll do this at another time, of the broader scope of morality versus legality in not just YouTube and social media, but life itself. But the simple fact of the matter, and no matter how sad or how blunt this might sound, but morals have no real value when it comes to business. And JayStation is a businessman first and foremost. He's slimy, he's manipulative, but he knows how to draw in the viewers. He knows how to play the YouTube game, so to speak. Even if his methods of playing it involve manipulating his audience and sort of luring children in with videos that appear to sort of be scary or invoke some sort of emotional response and get them continuously wanting to click. That's just how the climate is nowadays, sadly. It's something that all YouTubers to a certain extent partake in. They might not be as manipulative or as slimy as Jay is, but they all do it, as after all, the aim of this game is to get views, is to acquire popularity, no matter how immoral or unethical it might appear to those looking in from the outside. No matter who he has to involve in order to play the manipulation game, whether that be his girlfriend or even his own family, should he choose to ever go that route. I'll be honest, I haven't watched enough videos of his to know if he's used his family, but they, to him, are just a tool, a device for him to ultimately acquire the views that he craves, attain the attention, and circle it around him. Get people to watch his videos and sort of garner their focus and keep coming back for more, almost like a drug in that sort of sense. To the point where he'll keep continuing this vicious cycle of videos as long as he's getting attention, as long as he's getting people to actually talk about it, in the hopes that some people might see it and say, hey, what's the fuss all about? And click on his video, watch it, and let him keep raking in the cash. He does it for shock value, because he knows exactly what he's doing. And in that regard, you could easily call him a genius. Yes, an immoral one, but as I said before, morals don't really coexist with business maneuvers. And to him, it could easily be seen that despite his frog's emotional response, that him losing his girlfriend is just the cost of business. Yes, that is a sad way to look at it, but it's also what can easily be perceived and seen as the truth, judging by his reaction when he did do the 3 a.m. video, and also his sort of farewell to her at the location where she had supposedly passed away. However, I know that to him, he might have actually felt that way and been torn up by the walking away of Alexia. Yes, I do know about the supposed warrant about assault, so the thing with that is this. I'm not sure how truthful that actually is, because I don't know if there's actually evidence of a warrant out there for him, and Alexia might be acting on legal advice to not actually disclose the full details of the assault, so that's sort of a wait-and-see thing. But if those charges do stick, hopefully that is the thing that gets YouTube to actually pay attention and look deeper into his channel, although I doubt that an assault charge alone will be enough to actually get him deplatformed. But it's more of just a wait for further details, if/when they come, when it comes to that assault investigation that is supposedly happening and revolving around him. But anyway, I just wanted to give an outline on my opinions and why I feel like he is YouTube's version of a Charmeleon, and always able to toe the line between the rules and also legal ramifications that might follow, as well as like the FCC or FTC, which of course you could say he did breach in regards to a hoax, but that's more pertinent to sort of news and television / radio and doesn't pertain to YouTube as much right now, which I did discuss in my Great Regulation Debate video, and how the regulations could very well be transferable to YouTube sometime in the future, should YouTube not have a means to regulate it itself. But anyway, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll be back with you for the next video. Bye!